Well, hey gang, Daryl Davis coming here to talk about designing a life worth smiling about. So I want to talk to you about knowing your skill set or nurturing your skill set, being happy with what you do. See, in every industry, in every profession, there's different skill sets that are involved in performing tasks. And not everybody can do everybody's skill set. So for example, I've done some videos about baking because I like sweets. I like baking. And anyway, if you look at it, cooks will tell you this. Like somebody who's a chef at cooking, making, meats and soups and things like that. When you're cooking, you can get creative in that. You can substitute ingredients in a recipe. If a recipe calls for onions, you can substitute it with scallions or even push the envelope with garlic. Whereas in baking, it's very rigid, the recipe. You can't substitute salt with sugar, let's say. So that's why people who like to cook, they will tell you a great baker doesn't mean that they can be great at cooking and vice versa because they're different skill sets. Now, said another way, it can be more of an art, whereas baking is more of a science. Anyway, well, the same thing, we look at professions, like in a corporation. You may have some people that are really great at customer service. Then you might have somebody who's not great at customer service, but they're great at being analytical and the numbers, etc. Now in sales, which is a lot of my students, in sales you've got to have a whole different set of skill sets. You've got to be good at communication. You've got to be good at customer service and managing money, running a business within the business. Now, what sometimes we do is we look at our skill sets that we're not good at and we beat ourselves up. I wish I could be better at this, or I wish I could be the way that person is. I think what's important, what helps us have a life worth smiling about, is knowing the skill sets we're good at and nurturing those and living from those and being the best at that particular skill set and not beat ourselves up for the other skills that we don't have. And if it's appropriate, get somebody else who's good at those skills to help you at your job or in your profession. So I think the point here, the message is focus on what your skill set is. What gives you joy? What are you born to do? What are you good at? Nurture that. Don't beat yourself up for the other ones. Get other people to support you on those skill sets. And you'll have a life worth smiling about much more. Okay, hope this helped you. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to keep smiling.